All right, so here we go. This is going to be the September 23rd Simpsons The Dome preview show. All right, what you see here is this is going to be a screen capture of the Simpsons show season 19, episode 1. But between season 18 and 19, you had the Simpsons movie to where the city of Springfield was put under a dome. All right? Just like with the Dome TV show now, and also with the book by Stephen King, and also several other ideas through the past. All right, cheers. All right. You noticed the idea of the decapitated founder of the town. You have the idea of the looting through the town, but you have the idea of a continuation of life after the event. Okay, so then moving forward, just so you can see that this follows right into the 1-4 code. So dealing with the 4, you have a door. All right, then you have the O1. All right, if I flip those around, you have the IO. All right, so do you turn it on, or do you give it no mind? Do you give it concern, or do you give it no mind? Do you open the door, or do you just walk by? All right, keep the idea of door in your head. All right, and also that they will not wait 20 years to make another movie. A movie. All these hoaxes they're lies, man. Nobody's dying. Nobody's getting hurt. You gotta stop half-stepping here. You gotta get them knees up, people. All right, so anyways, you have a lot of antichrists who have entered the world, and they will tell you anything you want to hear, and they're going to make it very sweet so that you stay there, so that you like your butt powdered. You enjoy that. So you will go to people who powder your butt for you. All right? You don't like to go to somebody who say, get off your ass, do your own work, bear your own cross. That's what you're going to have to do. All right, champ? I'm going to show you this stuff again, and then you're going to have to get them knees up. The moon's a light. The sun's a light. Stars are lights. The planets are but lights. They are moving images on planes. You are seeing a film strip. Dude, you can see that. There is no space. There is no space travel. No man walked on the moon. Ever, period. Didn't happen. It's a light. I just got done telling you that. Did you forget that I told you that? All right, so then moving forward, don't forget what I've told you. All right. Otherwise, you fall back asleep, and guess what? Yeah, you get the cube put into your head. All right. So then you can see that this is post-apocalyptic. The idea of apocalyptic being a change, man. Stop talking, you idiots, about nukes and everything. They are hoaxes. They don't exist, you idiots. You unlearned fools. I will not tell you again to shut your mouth. Do not bear false witness of bombs that don't exist. Nuke bombs are not real. I will not tell you that again. Do you see that this is Springfield being rebuilt after an event? Do you see that at the top the domes come in? All right. Do you see the bent pipe idea? Remember the Elvis impersonator with the Mars hoax rover? All right, that contraption that didn't go anywhere but Burbank. All right, the bent pipe, the idea of the bent pipe, the crooked stick. All right, the cane. All right, the 3, the G, the 7, i.e., you do understand that, right? I've told you how many times that the idea of the 7, what you see as a 7, is the same in the ancient language as a 3 or a G, which is why you see that as a center G in the Masons. Goofball stuff, man. Don't even make me tell you this 3, 4, 5 times in in a minute. Just remember what I said to you. Put it into your head and say, okay, that's real because it's been proven. And if you don't think so, get out. All right? Pig guano, man. This is to show you the idea of like a mushroom, a cane, a missile, another idea of the, look at this, of the half moon and the star, the idea of a rocket flying, and him, of course, at the end he runs as if he's scared. All right, so then looking at the days in between, you have the 9223. The 223, the idea you just even saw in this latest hoax. Did you even take the time to notice in the door they had that one-eyed reptile-looking serpent face in this latest Marines hoax? That is the beast from the sea, man. The jade helm. All right, moving on. Simpsons with the dome comes down. Boom. They're all locked inside. Please elevate your thinking for me. All right? Move beyond a cartoon and a physical dome that you touch. Think of atmosphere. Think if you go down too far in the ocean, too high in the air, too high up, if it gets too cold for too long, you die. That is as good as a dome, champ. Think bigger. All right? So then you don't not only have the idea of the dome as being just a city or a town of Springfield, but this is humanity. This is everyone you know, all the countries you know, all governments, everything you know about man is in here working. All right? Come on now. Under the dome. And then what happens if the veil is lifted? It's the same thing. Alright? So then I want to show you this scene coming in here. This character, I'm not going to give away the entire show, so in case you haven't seen it. But he falls through, he takes a leap of faith, man. And he winds up back into this town. And he's, of course, notice what he's looking at. He's looking at the obelisk, the jade obelisk. All right? He then walks by it. You can see he's walking by it. That goes back to the Nepal hoax quake, where I understand. It's been brought to my attention that there are still people out there claiming that was real. And I'm just here to tell you, murderers, you psychotic killers, you need to stop it. Stop killing people with your mouth. No one died, no one got hurt. That was a hoax, man. So then he walks by the zenith. And do you recall zenith, right? You do recall zenith. That would be this guy. You remember this? Over a perfectly flat earth. I do understand there's also people out there who are still trying to sell you on the lie of a globe floating through space. And I just got done telling you probably 5 minutes ago now that all that's a hoax. Alright? I understand that those underoos are comfy, but you gotta come on, put on the big boy pants. Grow up. You know what I'm saying? Those little plastic feet, aren't they sweaty? You know? What'd you do? Come on now. So anyways, back to the story. So he walks by the zenith. Anyways, the idea of the door comes up, and you understand that the door is an entry. It's the 4-1. Do you turn it on? Do you go off? Right? So then they give you the idea of the guardian angel character. And this is the guy who is someone who's going to help you do something. But then you know that they have an ulterior motive. All right? That's why that's the shaded eye. All right? So then these characters are offered a door. And this I'll go into something that it won't ruin it for you because it's not really told to you. A little worthless chubby kid runs out of here with a drone in his hand. And he says, "No grown-ups allowed." And he hauls ass over here and plays on the swing. Or I should say waddles off. What that's a reference to is you will not return to the kingdom unless you return as a child, right? You must give up all this stuff, all this ego that you have built up, all these things you think you know. You are then given the Comforter, the mind of Christ. That's what you're given. But you can't do that while you think you know everything. All right? Okay, Flat Earth fans rejoice. Look at that. That's in the back right there. All right, now, and then going into the idea of the rest of this show. And this would be the antagonist. This is the guy that is between what's outside of the dome and what's inside the dome, and the guy to your face who says he's helping you out, but he has in his hand a sign that says, "Hey, get me out. Don't worry about the rest of these guys." And then notice right on the code, as I've always told you, it's going to be the 21 code, the 777. What else does that equal? All right, it also equals 3. Saturn, Satan, Bellringer. See, if somebody tells you that something equals a number, then you have to go out in all directions and then look at all the connotations of it. All right, that means all those things at all times. Just because you're not aware of it doesn't mean something isn't true, man. You understand that? All right, so then this guy is, I call him the gatekeeper, all right, character. And anyways, I won't ruin the end of the story for you, but in order to get born into this dome world, you come through water. Okay, you're born into the world through water, the wall, the 6. Suffice it to say that at the end of the story, and I can only tell you that it's between season 2 and 3, or going into death, that idea of becoming the 5, the man into the cube, the 6 being the 6, the cube with the eight corners, right? The 68 or the 86th system, right? All I can tell you is this. This is all I can tell you. I can't make this up, because you can go watch it. They're looking up at the moon projection, all kind of kumbaya in the center of town at night, looking up at the dark light. As I've been telling you for going on almost 5 years now, that we got a problem here. All right? I hope maybe this little adventure through what's called cinema. This show, I'm not. This show's, it's tough to get through. It's tough going only because it's got, some high points and low points. But it's just, I wanted to kind of bring you the story without ruining the very end for you. Just understand though that at the end it becomes this hive mind idea, and the idea of people noticing things that aren't true. You also have the guy in the story that just comes out where there's several characters in the town who are with the same face, the same dude. Do you understand what I'm saying? All right, we've talked about that before. I just put up a video about that, and it's all in there, man. So it's I guess what they say, we're all living the dream. And as it turns out, that's the point of the story, is it's a dream. And they wake up. Nobody died. Nobody got hurt. And so if you turn that through your little noggin for a second, that means that you're going to be standing tall to account for your false witness of murder and killing your neighbors through lying about stories. And you're then going to have to stand tall there because you have turned yourselves into the Godhead. And so then you will be asked to account for your actions there, creator.